In New Mexico, a 10-year state prison sentence is almost never 10 years. Good behavior, getting a degree, learning job skills, all of that can cut an inmate's time dramatically. And today, the Corrections Department admitted that many inmates taking advantage of those programs probably should not have been in them. Here's News 13's Alex Goldsmith. Alex?
Dick, former Santa Fe attorney Carlos Fierro was sentenced to 7 years in prison in 2009 for a fatal hit-and-run accident. When the victim's family asked about his release date in December, it turned out to be the spark for a department-wide audit.
Since he was sentenced to prison more than 2 years ago, Carlos Fierro has been busy chopping months off his 7-year sentence. Under state law, if an inmate behaves well for a month, he or she gets another month off. If that same inmate also earns a degree or takes one of more than 40 classes offered, they can quickly shave more time. Fierro took the state up on that. He earned 7 months off by training to become a mechanic, a firefighter, a cook, and a cable technician. That plus good behavior and credit for therapy and job skills classes meant his original January 2016 release date was scheduled to move up all the way to April of this year. But during an internal investigation, a lot of that time off was yanked.
We found through several audits that we had some programming integrity problems that needed to be addressed.
The Corrections Department found dozens of inmates at Fierro's facility had taken courses without being screened in advance to see if the course actually suited them.
We've got some administrative errors that have to be corrected to assure in the future as we go forward that we're not creating a shopping spree for offenders.
Corrections Secretary Greg Markentel says the problems are the department's fault, and if a prisoner completed a class, they will get credit, although not all of those credits have been restored yet. In a phone interview, Fierro's attorney Ray Tuig says he feels Fierro was unfairly targeted by the Corrections Department, something Markentel denies. Meanwhile, the family of William Tenorio, the man killed in Fierro's hit and run, had a message for Fierro.
Our father William Tenorio taught us to forgive. We have forgiven Carlos Fierro. We ask only that he remember he is not the victim.
Now, as part of this audit, 2 classes available to inmates were temporarily suspended to review whether they met department requirements. Fierro was in the process of completing both of those classes. A Corrections Department spokeswoman says those classes could be restored later this week. Back to you, Dick.
Okay, now Carlos Fierro is projected to be released this August, but he could get out even earlier if a review finds that he did properly earn the time off of his sentence.